Hey everyone, we're about to go into the first match of a Shadows over Innistrad draft. We drafted a green-white deck. Green-white tokens, sort of, it seems. Ooh. Well, if we had white, like, change one of these forests for plains in this hand's awesome, but we can't do that, so we're going to have to mulligan. Right, this hand's pretty good, I think. Land on top would make me feel pretty good, but so does that. Now, the big question is, which 2-drop do we lead with? Sometimes it's not a bad idea to lead with Unruly Mob, but because people just aren't going to kill it early. But it's also, you're not going to get in for much damage with it either, if any. So since even like Loam Dryads and Thraben Inspectors can block it and that thing, I think I'm going to lead with my Drifter. Getting in there. Interesting. I think we feel pretty alright just trading for a combat trick here if that's what our opponent wants to do. Or, yeah, that too. Works for me. Now we play Quilled Wolf. We definitely have more valuable creatures than one of our 3 Moorland Drifters. So our opponent's red-white aggro, probably. If he attacked there, too, that'd be intense. So let's go to combat, see if our opponent wants to tap our guy down. He could play Fiery Temper for 1 red in doing so. Alright, so here I think I just play both my Cathar and my Mob. Yeah, that's what we do. And we end our turn. Alright, well now he can play Fiery Temper without discarding it. Probably would hit my Cathar, but that also pumps my Mob, so it's not the worst. Or he plays one of those, which I feel pretty good about. Okay, so here I think I just drop my Captain, pump everybody. And then just get in there with everybody. Right, drops our opponents at 10. We're going to hold on to this land, make it seem like we have something going on in our hand. So we can now give double strike to this. I mean, we can do it to my Mob too, but it's not really worth it. So we won't be doing that. I mean, unless my opponent's at 2 or something and doesn't block it. I guess it doesn't hurt to play my land because of Quilled Wolf. So maybe I'll play it this turn, but... Alright. I think we declare combat. Yeah. I'm going to go to combat here. I think we attack with our wolf and our captain. If he wants to trade his wolf for our wolf, I think I'm okay with that. And he may be about to tap one of them down. Seems likely. Ooh, gets that guy in play at the same time. That's a nuisance. See, now giving double strike to my Unruly Mob seems pretty sweet, right? Alright. Taps that down. Alright, so I think I just attack with my Cathar now. And probably my wolf, actually. Yeah. So, because if he blocks somehow here, I can give Veteran Cathar double strike and just kill. I mean, just kill that. If he just wants to trade for the other one, we're okay with that. And if he just takes it, do we just want to get in for 6 and drop him to 4? Or do we want to be able to play Moorland Drifter? Dropping him to 4 seems pretty good to me. Yeah. Let's do it. In the turn there. So our opponent is a red-white madness deck, I'm guessing. So we would just block the Blood Mad here with our Mob. We're not going to get a deal now, but it doesn't really seem like our opponent's going to be attacking to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Seems a little dangerous for attacking. I mean, if he could just play... Yeah, there he goes. I was going to say, but Fiery Temper would be something that could get him back in the game. But other than that, he's... Bound by Moonsilver wouldn't be bad either, but I could still give my humans double strike. So, okay, so Devilthorn Fox gets a little better against an opponent like that, but not really, actually, because we have tons of better 2s. If we didn't, then maybe. We didn't see anything we want to use Root Out on. Yeah, nope. I think we just leave our deck as is. Well, it performed pretty aggressively that game. Well, this is interesting. If we draw like land, this hand is like a beautiful thing. And we are on the draw. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it. Oh, God. I've had keeping 2 land hands hurt me so many times in my life. 15 lands in my deck, 33 cards total. So we get to draw a couple times before we're like desperate. At least we have 1, 2, and we have a decent chance even if we don't draw a land of drawing more 2s. So I'm going to keep it. Had to talk myself through it. Just give me a land now and take away the... Nope. So give me a land now and take away the pressure. Our Militia Captain's probably going to eat removal right away if I had to guess, but... Alright, good. That is what we want. So we're going to play our Militia Captain here. So we can play our Cathar or our Graph Mole. I'd probably play the Mole first because it blocks this thing so much more effectively. Especially if he's going to transform it here. Oh, no attack. Yeah, he's transforming it. So yeah, we play the Mole here, I think. The Mole can block it even once he's all juiced up, yeah. Even then. And I don't really want to attack. Warping the landscape for double red. We go over to Send Upon the Sinful as a get-out-of-jail-free card if things turn south, although we do need to draw 3 more lands for it. Okay, well, that's pretty effective. Well, it's not as effective as it could. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm just going to take 6. I'm not going to block. I was kind of thinking about blocking the Duelist, but I don't want to. Yeah, I was going to say, you might as well just swing with both. All right, land is good. I think we swing with our Militia Captain. The beginning of your upkeep. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think we go with our Cathar here. In our turn. Right, well, we definitely blocked the Flameheart. He may have, and we probably blocked there too, although he could play that card that gives his attacking creatures first strike, which would really hurt my soul. Yeah, but I'm going to declare blocks on both. Let's see what happens. It does, you know, derail my Handwire Militia Captain. But let's make him do what he needs to do here. Okay. Well, that hurts. And in our deck with very little removal, we really want to get to Descend Upon the Sinful, basically, or we will get killed by that. Oh, interesting. I wish I'd drawn a land so I could go Quilled Wolf, Ulvenwald Wild Mysteries, and untransform this thing. Although it's still going to, like, destroy me, so... I think we hold on to the Quilled Wolf for a future turn where we can do that, and now we just play our Inspiring Captain. Yeah, that thing is gross with first strike. I mean, even once we untransform it, it's not going to be a big deal. We're just trying to get to Descend Upon the Sinful now. Hopefully he'll play more cards and we'll just draw a couple lands and get to the point where we can just play Descend and win the game. Following that, ooh, there's his Inspiring Captain. Yeah, I think we basically have to block with our poor Militia Captain who never got to do his thing, but I mean, I could block with this instead, but it can actually block that, so... Kapow. At least it doesn't have trample. Giving it trample would be gross. What else you got? 2-drop? No. There we go. So we can at least untransform it and start getting clue tokens. So we're going to play our wolf. It's probably the last creature we're going to play, and we're going to play our mysteries. But if things work out, we'll be able to block and get clue tokens and then make more creatures who can block by sacrificing those clue tokens, which will get us to descend upon the sinful. So that seems pretty solid to me. Now, at least this thing gets a little less scary. A little bit. 5/1 is still enough to just destroy my world here, but let's get our opponent to play some more cards from his hand. We are not getting Delirium. Not without the help of, what's it called? Our other enchantment. So unfortunately, we won't be getting an Angel. So that's part of the reason I'd like for my opponent to play more things from his hand like that. I'm down with that. Sure. Problem is, we can't block too crazily. Like, if we draw a land here, then we're great. But if we don't, we're in a lot of trouble. So, he's not attacking with that. That's interesting. Okay. I think trading here is probably right, and then just taking 5. We get a clue. Just give me a land, please. Aha! So, what to do, what to do? I think we attack with our wolf. And if we get in for 2 damage here, it's just like, you know, free. All right. It's free. All right, so we're going to use... He's down to 1 card, and we're going to be down to 1 too, but we have a clue in play, and we have an engine in play, so I think it's probably fine for us to go descend upon the sinful here and get us out of the situation. Obviously, since I swung, we're dead anyway, so I think waiting a little too long could be bad because you could have removal and yada yada. So, you know, we get a 3 for 2 there, which isn't the best deal, and we don't get the Angel, so it's not the best place, but we do still have our own Dauntless Cathar in our graveyard, and we just drew a Moorland Drifter, so that's pretty good. How much do you cost, Dauntless Cathar? You cost 2. Awesome. So we're just going to crack this clue here, which will give us a creature. And then we're going to play Moorland Drifter, and then we're going to get a token out of our graveyard. All right. That feels pretty good. Post Descend Upon the Sinful. I mean, I think we just block here. It gives us another clue. Like, if he decided to attack, yeah, we'll block with our... yeah, I was going to say, it's not the best thing for our opponent to do. Do we just play Inspiring Captain and get in there? We probably do. I think we go for it there. All right. Then we play our Gossip Monger. All right, he goes for the trade here. Do we still play our Gossip Monger? I think we do. We want to be able to flip him as soon as we can. Oop, except we don't do it that way. We do it this way. And I think I play this land because it lets me crack my clue. So, yeah, and we may as well just do it now. Our opponent knows we have no cards in our hand. I guess if he has his own board sweeper, that could be bad, but we'll just go for it now. Hey, now we can get some insect tokens to go with our human soldier tokens. And our spirit token. We have lots of tokens. So transforming Gossip Monger right now I think is pretty good because we have a lot of mana to sink into him. So we probably leave back like one of our soldier tokens on the ground just to flip. Gotta have something. You have 3 cards in your hand. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think we leave back. We leave that back. Opponent has like Silver Strike or something like that. We're not super worried about it. And yeah, we're just going to play Crawling Sensation and get both of these things in play and just start making a stupid number of tokens. So we should have this game unless our opponent also drafted something like Descend Upon the Sinful, but that seems unlikely. It does seem unlikely. Yeah, this deck's pretty sweet. Playing these two side by side and having reasons to go wide is good, although our poor militia captain didn't live to see this day. Didn't live. But he helped me get to this day, so let's see what he's got. He's got to have something. Declaration in Stone, huh? Okay. That does get rid of both my human soldiers, and I get nothing. I get no clues for it. But I just made my team big enough to kill him anyway, so I feel pretty good about that. Because this is 6, but then my rabble just getting pumped once makes it 7. So see if he has a blocker. Chances are we get an insect token on our upkeep too, because we don't have enough tokens. No, we don't. So far our lack of removal hasn't hurt us. I mean, it helps that we drew Declaration in Stone. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Like a lot. Like he can hit me for 6 here, but if he can't kill me, then it's over. Does he just want to get in there? It has to attack too, but I get it back anyway. Oh no. Okay. I thought he was gonna play like 2 combat tricks. That would have. No, I still would have been at 1. Yeah, it looks like we get there. Our opponent almost killed us with that Malevolent Whispers, though. That was scary. All right, well, this deck is definitely fun. Lots of tokens. And then we have very powerful cards like Descend Upon the Sinful to help us win. So round 1 went well. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.